What's going on, my fellow residents? This is me, TheFrozenCavern, and today we're going to end up finishing the Recoded movie, and we're just gonna get right into this. So, again, for the final time, make sure you guys grab a snack, or something, or a meal, whatever it is.
No matter. Any less of an opponent would be an insult.
It's him! I fought this thing on the island, but I thought it got swept away into the darkness, along with everything else. Listen to me! You two need to get out of here!
Do you actually think I'll take orders from one such as you?
Yeah, but Maleficent, I think the pipsqueak here may have a point.
Silence, coward! You will do as I... What?
Pete! Maleficent! Unbelievable! This guy's a lot stronger than what I fought before. No way is this the same guy. It feeds on the glitches?
Wait, that's it! Sora, you're not the only one who changed, who evolved within the datascape.
Riku, you want to fill me in?
Yes, but listen to me carefully. I know where the bugs came from. All of them. It's your shadow. It's your Heartless, Sora.
My Heartless?
You once turned into a Heartless. Though you may not remember. It was recorded into the journal along with everything else. Then it vanished. Your memories disappeared too, but you managed to get those back. For some reason, though, the pages of the journal, they stayed blank.
And you think my Heartless is responsible for that?
It makes sense. Everything in Jiminy's journal revolved around one person. And that person is you, Sora. Without you, there never would have been any entries. This whole time you've been evolving in the datascape, finding new strength. Your Heartless has been absorbing data and doing the same. It's grown, Sora. Just like you have.
But Riku, we put all the data back. That must have at least weakened it, right? I can still stop it, can't I?
No. I should have realized all of this sooner. Normally, defeating a Heartless causes its heart to be released. Then the heart's returned to the person who lost it.
But when you defeat Heartless here in the datascape, that wouldn't set any real hearts free. Remember, Sora, hearts can't be turned to data. Instead, I think what you released are probably the Heartless's minds.
I did all that? But then, where did the mines end up? Where could they have gone?
They're right in front of you. Your Heartless has been gathering, then devouring the dark intentions of all the fallen Heartless. That's where it gets its power. From dark data. And now, just like you, it's become something greater. Something much more powerful.
If something this powerful got into Mickey's world? Oh no! I have to
And by the
protect
way,
them.
this is one major
Use the
thing
strength
that
they've given
I
me.
can imagine that a lot of people can get upset about.
Is it over?
The way it handles exposition. It just contains characters standing around so much. Just giving off so much exposition.
Wait, how is this
And, goodness, this is the longest boss in the game.
It's evolving.
And no doubt, this is the longest boss in the game. And it was really annoying when I first played this game. Because I'm like, okay, when is this actually going to end?
Mickey! How?
anything to help a friend. Don't you remember what I said? We always help friends. Even when the darkness closes in on you. All you have to do is look inside. And that's where you'll find your light. Come on, Sora. It's time to do this.
Pete! Maleficent! You're here! You're all right!
I found them caught inside a rift in the data.
We were just fine. You will hear no words of thanks from me, child.
Sayonara to the 1, 2, 3 of you. I'm out. See you chumps on the other side.
Well, I think I'll keep an eye on them on their way out.
And by the way, don't think we're letting you off the hook.
Pretty soon, the data will go back to its original form. The way it was before, all of those bugs showed up.
It's time to say goodbye. Huh? What gives? Is it a glitch? There's some kind of lump in my throat.
It's not a glitch. That's just what goodbye feels like. When we met in the datascape, it brought back a whole bunch of memories. The day I set out on my first big adventure, the day I made a new friend, a special friend, they all came rushing back to me. I knew that the journal, it's not just a diary, it's a collection. A collection of all we felt. The journal shows what's in our hearts. I promise, we'll tell the other Sora and Riku about what happened here. That way, this journey that we just had will be one everyone shares. The memories will always connect us. They'll be our own special bond. Remember, we're friends forever, Sora.
Yep. Friends forever, Your Majesty.
It's finally clear
What's that?
why that world they call the Date Escape seems so familiar.
Huh?
A book known as the Ancient Book of Prophecies. It's said to be capable of transcribing events that have yet to take place.
No kidding. If we got our mitts on something like that,
And
we could
this was
finally take
something
over
that
permanent like.
some people were a little bit upset about because there was nothing leading up to this ever being mentioned. And before it was, like, Recoded pretty much had no connection. Well, it didn't really add anything to the overall story until Key came out. And then 2.5 came out, which added more, like, cutscene for Recoded.
Stuff. It just sounds too good to be true.
Ah, but who's to say a fairy tale's not true? And I ask you, how does that differ from this world they call the Date Escape? Don't you think it might just be worth our while to search for a connection? Perhaps there's a link of some sort between that so-called journal of theirs and the Book of Prophecies.
I'd say with that, we are onto something huge. Eh, Maleficent?
Ours is not a lost cause. First, we must take possession of this data of theirs.
Hey, we never did figure out that mysterious message.
Guys, big news. A new world has shown up inside the journal.
What do you mean?
I've found another door leading to extra data. Somebody must have added it, once all the other data was restored.
And if we explore that world...
Then we should get some answers about this message.
Great! Let's ask Sora to...
When we fixed the data, everything in the journal went back to the way it started. Remember?
Which means that Sora's journey through the datascape, it never happened to him. Why, now he's just the same boy he was before he ever met any of us.
I'm fine. My partition isn't affected. But Sora, we can't send him out there when he doesn't know what's going on.
Wait! Hey, Riku! Could you help me get back into the datascape one more time?
Ah! Hey! Huh?
Sora, this was the day that your journey began. I know, because I was here too. It's time for the truth.
Where am I? How'd I end up in this place? And who are you?
I'm Mickey. I've come here from another kind of world.
Another kind of world?
Their hurting will be mended when you return to end it. It's a message, and you're the only one with the power to solve the mystery behind it. So we really need your help.
Power? What's that? Whoa! What's that?
You may not remember, but it's clear you still hold the power inside you. Think you'd be willing to lend us a hand? You might help us figure out the truth.
Gosh, I don't have a clue what's going on. I don't, but at the same time, what you're saying feels kind of familiar. So this truth you're talking about, do you think it involves me somehow?
Actually, I'm not exactly positive. However, I get the sense it's something important you need to know.
If it's information that I'm supposed to know, then, well... Okay, Mickey. I'll help.
Thank you. Let's go. Just follow my lead.
Whoa. So you think the truth's hiding somewhere in here? Hey, Mickey? Guess he went ahead. Who are you?
Me? I'm nobody. In this place, to find is to lose. And to lose is to find. That's the way of things. Here in Castle Oblivion.
Castle Oblivion?
That's right. Here you will meet people you know. People that you care about.
Huh? It's a kind of card with a picture on it.
Use that card and press on. You will find the truth that sleeps up ahead.
Well, wait! But how am I supposed to use this? He could have told me that much. And why does he seem so familiar?
By the way, just in case you haven't done so already, make sure you either play Re Chain of Memories, or you can watch my Let's Play for it. Either one, or just watch the cutscenes. You can do one of the three.
What just happened to me?
Oh, that card's special. It will cause you to see people. Well, illusions to be exact. They're from Jiminy's journal. It's all of the very same data that you worked so hard to fix.
Jiminy? What did I fix? I don't get it.
My mistake. Someone must have pressed the reset button on your memory. All you remember is leaving the island. Just the same, you'll remember the folks you meet here. At least you should.
I don't understand. What is it that I'm supposed to do?
Whatever you want.
Huh?
There's no script to follow. The journal's the closest thing you've got. But that doesn't mean you'll see the things it says. And who really cares? Everything that happens here, and everyone you meet, is just an illusion.
So then, I can do whatever I want to do?
Yes.
Hey, come back! He's gone. Huh?
Well, you did it again, Sora.
And by the way, pretty much everything in this world,
Riku?
you can have one of three outcomes. They're like really different depending on like the task of the worlds,
What is it?
and it's just really complicated. But there is like one like extra little thing that you can get for getting all three of the cards for every individual area.
And something I want you to feel.
I know you wouldn't ask if it wasn't really important. I'll do it.
Thank you, Sora. Now, close your eyes.
Wasn't that Riku and Kairi? That's right. I was on a journey to find you guys.
Darkness had taken a hold of my heart, and Kairi had lost hers completely. But at the end of your journey, you would have saved us, Sora. Think about it. What did Kairi and I have in common? When you watched, what did you feel?
Something you have in common.
It was hurt. We had both lost ourselves, and we were hurting in a way we'd never hurt before. There's no greater pain in the world. I ask you, Sora, what would you have done?
I would have helped you, of course. Both of you. I'd have figured out how to undo the hurt.
I thought you'd say that. And you're right. You would. Or should I say, you will.
That's a relief. Hey, then what was with the sneak preview?
I just wanted you to see. You always make the right choices. On the road ahead, more than one truth will come to light. You'll forget things, lose things that you care about, and it won't always make sense. It'll be frustrating, and it'll make you angry. It may even hurt so badly you'll feel like you're about to lose yourself. But don't worry, Sora. That won't happen to you. You won't let it. You're like a sponge. No matter how much pain they throw at you, you'll suck it up and leave things a little bit better. Just follow your heart, and you can change the lives of not one, but many. You don't have to do anything special. Just do what you do. Be yourself. After all, that's what you're good at. Do what feels right to you.
You got it.
Take care, Sora.
What? Weird. No one's here.
Well, Sora? How was it? Did you have fun chatting and hanging with the ghosts?
You shouldn't call them ghosts. Sure, something was a little off, but I'm certain those three are still my friends.
Friends? You don't say. So then what were their names again? Tell me.
Oh, I don't even have to think. Huh? What? Why can't I remember? I know them.
Like I said, everything in this castle is just an illusion. And once the illusions vanish, you'll forget all about your little reunion.
I'll forget?
Hey, no big deal. The fact that you can't remember them just means they weren't very important to you to begin with. Isn't that right?
That's not true! Of course my friends are always important to me. Okay, maybe I forgot what just happened and who I met inside that room. Trust me, I know I'll remember everything again.
Sure.
More cards?
All of these cards were created from the data in the journal, and all of them will show you more illusions. But from now on, the illusions won't be of your friends. You're fresh off the island, which makes everyone you meet total strangers. Here's a fun little thought. The folks you're about to see, you can fight them all you like.
Huh?
What do you care? They're only strangers. Actually, illusions of strangers. Just a collection of empty bits of data. They won't be able to make the distinction between what's real and what's not. They'll look at the white walls of this castle, and what they'll see are the worlds they call home. Anyway, the truth would be wasted on them, so why bother? They're only there until they're not. Do you see where I'm going with this? Nothing's real. You can break the little hearts they don't have and then forget about it. No hurt feelings, no baggage. It's that simple. You don't have a heart. It's 100% guilt-free.
That's what you think.
What?
It's obvious you know nothing at all. Everything you say is a lie. I might have the strength to hurt someone, but what exactly would be the point? I know that it would tear me up inside. That ache would stay with me for a long time. You might not know it now, but I hope you'll see that nothing is guilt-free in this world.
You've arrived at the first question.
Huh? What's with that guy? So, with these cards, I'm gonna run into people from the past. I have no idea who, but it'll be fun. That guy wasn't kidding around. I really can't remember who it was I met just now. Or can I? I give up. I don't remember. That's weird. I don't know what this is. Wait, is this what heartache feels like? Just thinking about them causes pain inside. Hold on. If I really forgot about all those friends completely, that would mean I shouldn't be missing anyone. That makes sense. So I haven't forgotten all of it then. There's got to be more I still don't know. I just need to find something to trigger my memory. Nice! Here goes!
So, Sora, how was your time with... who was it again?
I can't remember anything at all. But you already knew that, didn't you?
You seem pretty calm. Guess you decided they weren't worth stressing over. Out of sight, out of mind, right?
That's wrong.
What?
It's like you said. Everyone I met, I can't remember. But still... I'm frustrated that I've forgotten them. I feel moments of loneliness. You said there would be no hurt feelings, but I am hurting. When the memories are gone, they just leave a hole. And having that longing inside me hurts. But it'll help me somewhere down the road. It's the key I'll need to unlock all my memories.
Right on schedule. The sadness of knowing you forgot someone who matters to you. Something like that will gnaw at you forever. But you believe that somehow by carrying around that kind of hurt, you'll be able to retrieve the memories you lost. That's what you're thinking, right, Sora?
Right. What's so funny?
I can't believe you fell for it so easily.
Huh?
I told you when you arrived. Remember, in this place, to find is to lose, and to lose is to find. Well, you've lost your memories, and the only thing you found in return is hurt. And by deciding that hurt was the key to remembering, you gave up all hope of ever being free from it. The hurt owns you now, Sora. Don't you see that? It's a wound that will never mend. That hole in your heart will grow bigger until darkness finally claims it.
The darkness? Was this all just a big trick to pull me in?
Afraid so. And all it took was a handful of illusions. Your heart was just way too easy to break, Sora.
Not true!
It's not too late to run.
Huh?
Why should you keep the hurt inside? Just tell yourself you need to forget about the people you met in this place. You'll have no one to miss. No cause for loneliness. No hurt to keep eating away at your heart. Sora, It's your call. Cling to the memories you've lost, and the hurt they bring, till you're dragged into the darkness. Otherwise, let it all go, and then you can be free and happy. The decision is completely yours.
Wait! Should I use this? But if I were to do that, then I'd meet a friend and forget right away. I don't know if I want that. It's just going to bring more hurt. And if he's right, the darkness will eventually take over me completely. But I don't see any other way out of here. Guess this card is my only option. That is, unless I let go of the hurt. Once I go out of this room, I'll forget all about what happened and everyone I just met. Instead of carrying that hurt around until it consumes me, maybe I should let it go. What's inside my heart? What am I supposed to do? I feel so lost.
Hey, Sora! Can you hear me? Sora!
Huh? I know that voice! Mickey, is that you? Where are you?
Sorry, Sora. I'm still trying to find a way to get to you. Right now, the best I can do is to send my voice to where you are.
It's okay. Hey, Mickey? Maybe you can help me with something. I keep forgetting people I meet in this place. And this guy says if I dwell on what I've lost, the hurt is going to take over me. And I don't want that.
I understand. Question is, are you okay with letting go of the folks that you've forgotten?
Huh? Who are they?
Well, even though you may not remember them, they definitely remember you. You'll always be a really close friend to them, no matter what happens.
Yeah, we've been on adventures, and I'll never forget you.
And even if you don't ever really know who we are, I hope you'll remember that. You'll always be special to us.
How can that be?
Why don't you ask your heart? What are you feeling right now, Sora?
I don't know what this is. Who are these two? I don't think that we've ever met. But I feel like I know them.
Memories can disappear, but feelings don't. Not even when your data was reset. Inside your heart, the adventures you shared with the friends you made in the datascape will always live on. And you know what? I'll bet that's also true for all the time you spent with the folks that those cards show to you.
So it's not what's missing that's causing the hurt. It's actually what's not missing. If that's true... Hey!
Uh-oh! Looks like I've used up too much power. I'll be there soon, Sora. I promise. Just try and hold on a little bit longer for me, okay?
Mickey! I'm all alone again. I hate feeling like this. Oh. I wonder, does this count as hurt? If I let it, will this pull me into the darkness? I can do this. There's no going back. Just one more card.
You've used up all the cards, I take it? I would ask if you enjoyed your little trip. But we both know that you've forgotten it. Bet you're feeling pretty empty.
No, I'm not. I may not remember who I met, but I do remember that I met them. And knowing that I've forgotten them, I miss them.
So you heard. I warned you. Don't you remember what I said? That hurt will drag you down into the darkness. You have to get rid of all of it.
No, I don't. I can keep the hurt because it reminds me of something important. It lets me know that what I've forgotten is crucial. That's enough. I won't run from it. It'll stay inside of my heart until the day I remember.
The darkness will take you first.
If I put the hurt aside, I'll lose my ties to all the people I care about. My mind's made up. I may end up falling into the darkness, but I'll carry this with me. I'll only get rid of it when I remember everything, and not a day sooner than that. I'll keep the hurt with me for the time being. It's all that I have. It's what holds the pieces in place. I accept that.
You say you accept it? It's not a game! It's way past time.
And this boss can be really difficult on higher settings because Roxas can kill you very, very quickly. By the way, this is Roxas, in case you haven't been able to tell already.
Come on, Sora. Do it! Finish me off! Why won't you do it? I get it. You've seen through my disguise. I'm just like everyone else you've encountered in this place. Made of data. I'm not even worth the effort. Is that what it is? Guess there's no point in destroying something if it never existed. Is that right?
Not at all. You say that you're an illusion, but you certainly pack a really big punch. You said that you'd show me hurt, and you weren't wrong. Actually, the hurt that I just felt was more than that. Sure, it might have hurt while we were fighting, but I sensed a different kind of hurt from you. It was kind of like an intense, sharp pain. But it felt sort of familiar. Almost like it was my own. As if we'd been connected. Like right then we shared the same hurt. If somehow it brings me closer to people in that kind of way, then carrying around a little hurt can't be all that bad.
Can't be all that bad. All right, I give up. Here. You pass, Sora. Congratulations, you understand hurt. Now, use this to find the truth.
What do you mean?
My role was to see if you were ready to take ownership of the hurt inside you. And now that role is done. Nothing left for me to do but go away.
Are you gonna go back home?
I don't know if I really have one. But there's a place I'd like to be.
A place? Where? What's this feeling? I've got memories that don't belong to me. A place to call home. And a sunset that's comforting. My first and my last
Summer vacation.
You can rest easy. I've got you now.
Sora!
Mickey!
I'm so glad I finally caught up to you. Sorry that it took me so long. I know you ended up having to do all the work on your own. I just couldn't get here sooner.
It's okay. You're here now. Look, if I use this card, it'll lead us to the truth.
Is that right? The message said their hurting will be mended when you return to end it. Maybe now we can finally solve it.
Let's find out. Who are you? Oh. It's like when I met Mickey. I don't know you, but you're familiar.
Nice to meet you, Sora. I am Naminé. You may not know who it is I am, but I know things about you.
So what exactly is going on here?
Sora, maybe I can explain. There was a time when you lost every one of your memories. But everything turned out to be okay because Naminé helped you through it.
Wow, you really did that for me, Naminé? You deserve a big thanks.
No, I don't. I put your memories back together. That part is true. But it was also me. I was the one who took them apart in the first place.
Huh?
Not only that, the reason all of the bugs appeared in Jiminy's journal, that was me.
What?
Oh.
Tell us what you mean.
It all began with these memories that were sleeping way down deep. Deep in Sora's heart.
These are my memories?
Actually, no, they're not yours. They belong to people who are connected to you.
Huh? Isn't it weird for somebody else's memories to be inside me?
Yes. Usually it's impossible. When I first found them while repairing your memory, I thought I had made some sort of mistake. But then, after searching for answers, all the evidence I found proved they belong in your heart. Sora will have to awaken these memories. But this is where they will sleep until that time comes. They are important. And yet, dangerous too.
Naminé, how are they dangerous?
These memories, all of them are too painful. Handled the wrong way, they could damage Sora's heart, even break it. That's why I needed for Sora to find a way to face that kind of hurt. So I left the message for all of you.
Their hurting will be mended when you return to end it. That was you! You're the one who left us that message!
When I unraveled Sora and the others' memories, it also erased the words in Jiminy's journal. That book was filled with pages and pages of memories from your first adventure. It shows how deeply the journal and Sora are connected. When I took Sora's memories apart, they stayed in his heart. It may have looked like they were gone, but they were there the whole time. Even after the text disappeared from the journal, the memories remained. That's why you were able to render them as data.
Yeah, but the data we got was a mess. And then all those bugs appeared. Jiminy never wrote about any bugs.
That was... me too. When I added these memories to the journal, I also added all this hurt. I thought that maybe if you fought the bugs that sprang from these memories, you might learn to face the hurt in the memories themselves.
So that's what it was. I didn't realize you had to go through so much trouble to get us to investigate this hurt, Nominee.
I'm sorry. I wish I could have told you this in person. But the real me is gone. She doesn't exist now.
Guys? You kinda lost me a few minutes ago.
You don't have to understand it. You have already learned how to face the hurt, Sora.
I did?
You most certainly did. At times, the pain can be wiped away. But there's also a pain that always stays with you. There's only one way to deal with that. You face it head on, and then you accept it. And if it happens that the hurt is too great for you to bear it alone, well then you turn to a friend close to your heart.
Oh. It'll bring us closer together. The hurt will only make us stronger. I'm willing to try. I'm ready to face all those memories that you found. It might have to be painful, but I can take it.
Sora!
Wait. You're not in this alone. Always remember, I'm here too.
Yep.
Thank you. Just touch this. Don't be afraid. You'll feel all of the memories that are locked inside flow right into your hearts.
Uh-huh.
Sora, be strong!
Who?
These are hidden truths.
And by the way, this little edit of like the characters actually being there, that was not in the original game. So it adds a little bit of extra meaning to the scene.
They don't belong to him.
Nominee, that's you. Who's the other girl? She feels so familiar. And something happened. Something terrible. Didn't it?
They're waiting for Sora. He's the only one who can put an end to their hurt. Diz told me he hid something inside you during the year you were asleep. I asked him what, and all he would say was that he was clearing his conscience. Sora must be the key to saving the people you saw. And the ones you're about to see.
It can't be.
Maybe you know how much they're hurting. These three were keys too. They were connected to the Keyblade's truth. And they're still connected, Sora. Somewhere way down deep inside of you.
Funny. I feel as though I've met them.
Yes, 2 of them you have met. As for the third, I never realized it, but you and he share a very special connection.
Yeah.
Naminé, you said Sora has to call these memories to the surface. Is it time?
I can't say for sure, but I do know. A day will come when they must rise from their sleep. And then, the only one who can save them will be Sora.
The bond they all share? That's gonna be the key, right? Don't worry, Naminé. I'll make sure I pass this on to Sora. You know, the one in the outside world.
Please do.
Okay.
Well...
Just a second.
Huh?
Our promise. Your promise to the me I don't know. You kept it, right?
I may be gone, but my promises to him are forever. And anyway, I owe this much. For all those people that I hurt.
So what happens to you? The one that's right here?
I'm really just data made to pass along a message. I shouldn't exist right now in this journal at all. And now the record of me will disappear. But when you pass my message on to the other Sora, just remember to tell him the things that you've seen and that you felt. If you do that, then we'll be at rest, her and me too.
Along with everybody connected to Sora. Naminé, you got it. Oh yeah. I almost forgot. I have a message for you too. Thank you.
And so ended our journey to connect those memories with these. Sora, when Naminé's words are passed on to you, when the day comes that you learn of this great, unknown, and mysterious adventure, it's important that you understand, whatever you feel in your heart, that's what he felt in his.
And by the way, this was the message that was at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. I don't think they actually explained that just now, but, well, they kind of did, but they didn't exactly fully tie it into the Kingdom Hearts 2 message, or at least not in the movie. I'm pretty sure in the game they had like a full-blown cutscene for that. But, anyways, time for the game and movie review, just as how I did for 3 Friday over 2 days. Now, in terms of where I rank this game, I rank it higher than Days, because gameplay, in my opinion, is better, and overall the bosses are better than Days, because a lot of Days are really, they're like really repetitive and just really bad. They're like the worst bosses in the series. But Recoded isn't exactly too far of a step up because of how bizarre the game is when it handles its bosses. You'll have to play the game in order to actually understand just how weird the bosses play out. But overall, this game is better than 3 Friday over 2 days, but it's definitely not too much higher on the list. Now, in terms of movie comparison, I'd have to say Recoded, but only just slightly. Now, When it comes to the actual action scenes, because that's one thing that Days just didn't do, which was unfortunate, and it made it feel like, oh, fights just are kind of like, they exist, but they don't actually happen. And then Recoded actually does do some of the actual fights, but then fights end up being really, really short. I mean, granted, you do have to make an abridged version, but for bosses that could take, like, maybe a good 10 minutes, they shorten it to maybe just 5 seconds because they would flash over an actual boss. This did happen with a few of the, like, Disney boss, well, not Disney bosses, Disney World bosses, like in Traverse Town, and, well, Traverse Town's not Disney World, but it happened in, what world was it? Wonderland, where they skipped over that completely, and then they also skipped over the Traverse Town fight completely. So it's a very, very mixed bag, unfortunately. Unless Kingdom Hearts were to have a full completely blown out movie, and they didn't have to try and scrunch the entirety of a game into 3 hours, then the fight scenes would be so much better, because they wouldn't have to be as short. But unfortunately, they don't do so much justice. Now, as I explained earlier, exposition is so boring in this movie solely because a lot of it revolves around people standing around and just talking or listening. There is nothing else that was going on. They just stand there and talk. And that happens throughout most of the movie. So that's something you don't want to do. And it is a little bit difficult to actually give, like, storytelling without just having just expositional moments. But at the same time, you can't just have it to where most of the time they're just standing around. That's so bad. It works better from a game perspective because most of those scenes are actually like text scenes, so you actually have to, you know, press the button in order to continue forward. But in a movie standpoint, it fails miserably in terms of that. So a lot of people did not like this movie, and I can definitely see why. But actually, with all the complaints that I've mentioned, to be honest, I might want to say that Days had a better movie. But oh goodness, this movie, it wasn't all that bad in my opinion, but at the same time, it was still, it was just boring. There wasn't exactly much that I could comment on. Well, I don't think I really commented too much on the, what was it, Days movie either. And also one thing, for, like, Roxas to, well, not Roxas to be, like, the, well, he was technically, like, the final boss, and, like, there was not really any build-up to, like, Castle Oblivion happening. Like, the initial plot was, we have to go, clear out all the bugs in the journal, and then we think it's over, but no, there's actually something else, and we have to do that. So, yeah. Okay, here's the letter that I was talking about before. I don't know why it plays after the credits. Did it play after the credits in the game? I have a feeling it didn't, but I don't really know.
About memories from the past that sleep within you, and about the pieces that will tie you to your future. Sora, Riku, Kairi.
But now we have the whole letter explanation that was at the secret ending in, was it a secret ending? I'm pretty sure it was. In Kingdom Hearts 2. However, it's an actual character models instead of CGI.
But they're hurting. And you're the only one who can end their sadness. They need you. It's possible that all your journeys so far have been preparing you for this great new task that's waiting.
And I'm pretty sure this took around 5 years to actually tell what this whole letter was about. And like when Recoded came out, like this was pretty much all it explained, that there would be another Kingdom Hearts game that would take place after 2. But, well, I mean, technically Recoded takes place like a little bit after 2, but whatever. And then we have Dream Drop Distance and now 3, but until Key came out, there was like no connection between Key and Recoded. or recoded with the rest of the series in general. So it was very unfortunate at that time. But then when Key came out, Recoded got a lot higher of like a boost, because when Recoded first came out, it was usually like at the very bottom of people's list for the game, like even lower than Days, but now Days is considered the worst game.
Right.
Well, it's either Days or Recoded, and Recoded is mainly just because of gameplay.
The question is, what does Xehanort intend to do next?
Xehanort? But his two halves are gone. There was Ansem, who commanded the Heartless, and Xemnas, who commanded the Nobodies. Didn't Sora defeat them both?
Correct. Those two met their end. However, therein lies exactly our problem. Their destruction now guarantees the original Xehanort's reconstruction.
Huh?
Xehanort's heart, once seized by his heartless half, is now free. And his body, which had become his nobody, has been vanquished. Both halves will now be returned to the whole. In short, this means Master Xehanort will return.
And you think that maybe he's gonna try something?
A man like Xehanort will have left many roads open.
Well, it doesn't matter what he cooks up. Me and Sora, we'll be ready. And Riku too.
Yes, they are indeed strong, but not true Keyblade masters like you. Tell me, would a single one of you suffice if what you faced was not a single one of him?
What? What do you mean?
Mickey, please summon Sora hither. Riku as well.
Of course, but why?
To show us the mark of mastery.
And that is where Dream Drop Distance comes in, and yeah, all that. But, well, that was the Recoded movie, and it's been a while. But, goodness, all we have left before Kingdom Hearts 3 now is Dream Drop Distance. I don't know when I'm going to start that. If it happens in 2017, then it's going to be late December, because I do have other games right now. But if it's not 2017, that's this year, then it will be next year, probably in January. Hopefully in January. Yeah, when it comes to the end of the month, or at least for this year, I don't exactly have a full idea on everything that I have planned, but I will try to make things work. That's all I can really say. It's been going well so far this year. I can continue doing that. But, like I said, all we got left, Dream Drop Distance, and then Kingdom Hearts 3. And then who knows after that. We're just gonna have to wait a good while until another Kingdom Hearts thing after that, but goodness. Until next video, take care.